Okay, my good people, May 10th, Friday, 2024. What a great day. So, today was a very crazy day. We had a lot of fun, and I am emotionally drained, and you will see the reason why here in a few moments as I explain what happened to me on the SPX trade today. Now, first 3 minute opening candle was almost a doji. I'll take that to being close as a doji. So we've got the opening range resistance level of 521.95, and we've got the support level at 521.36. So as I hover over this candle, we had a range of 59 cents. Now, I like this right here because this is beautiful, because when you get a doji, no matter what time frame it on, if it takes out the high of this candle here, you have a high probability of it going higher. If it takes out the bottom of this candle here to the downside, you have a high probability of it continuing lower. In this particular case, it went higher. So had I been very aggressive, I would have taken my call position on this candle here at 933 as this right here printed. Had I done that, the stop would have been right here below the support level, but I didn't. I waited. So let me slide my trade over and show you exactly what I did and what happened. So on the breach of this candle here is where you had your trigger to go in, and that is what I did at 9:36, which is, let me see if I can see what time 9:36 is. Yes, 9:36 on this candle is when I entered my trade on calls. Let's see if I can do that and still keep the timeline up. 9:36 we went in and we got calls. Now, since I took a loss yesterday, instead of going 4 contracts, I only did 3. So as you can see, we stayed in the trade, didn't take any heat at all, and we got out of the trade at 9:48, which was on this candle right here. And knowing my luck, it was probably right at the top. We got our percentages and got out. Now, it is a good thing that I did, because you can see it came back, got almost back to this level, and then it started to sell off. Now, that's SPY. Great trade. Happy to do it. Let's talk about what happened to me today on SPX. Okay, on SPX, this is the 15-minute chart on SPX, 15 minutes, and this is the first 15-minute candle. So, the opening range was this line right here, which was 520, 52.37.72, and on the bottom we got 52.25.49. We breached on this candle here, and that's where I took the trade. I was bullish, and we used puts to go bullish. So now, one mistake I made today, I did not look at Forex Factory to see if we had any news at any time today. Had I done so, I would have known that we had a red folder event. I think it was some kind of course CPI or whatever kind of number at 10 o'clock that was a red folder that's typically can move the market. So I am going to set a rule to where if there's a number that happens at 10 o'clock on this particular strategy, I'm not going to do anything until that number hits, until the market can decide on what it wants to do. So with that said, this is what I did. Alright, and don't let this complicate you and confuse you, but the beginning in the trade, I bought 3 contracts, and we sold the 52.10, and we bought the 52.05 for protection. We got 40 cents credit for each contract. So my line in the sand was, this trade would have gotten me into trouble if SPX came down and went below 52.10. So let's do this. I got a line charted for 52.10. That was my hard stop line in the sand, to where if this trade went below that or even touched that, I'm underwater, deep in trouble. And lo and behold, that is what happened. You can see this is the announcement of the number. The market came down. I'm thinking, okay, the market will fight the news off. We'll be fine. I'm feeling pretty good here. And then this happened, and my trade is like deep in trouble. I mean, I'm down big, and I did not set a stop. Had I set a stop, I would have gotten stopped out. But now, with that said, and I'm still trying to figure out particular rules on this strategy, I saw all of this stuff right here happening, so I said, you know what? I'm taking some serious heat and going to lose a pretty good amount of money on this trade, so let me go in. And then I bought some calls to the upside and got another 25 cents credit on 3 contracts, so that was another $75 thrown into the mix here. So with that said, the market kind of gyrated around. I took a lot of heat watching this thing pretty much the rest of the day, but then I decided, you know what, this is not really worth me having a chance of losing all, or not all, but a lot of the gains that I had this week. So I bought this puppy back at a 25-cent debit, and I think I made, I don't know, I have to do the math on here. I think it was like 120 bucks on both total trades. So I'll do the math here and come back and tell you. But had I taken a stop loss, I would have gotten stopped out of this trade and would not have made money today. So let me do my math here real quick, and I'll tell you the results that we had for both the SPX strategy and trading SPY this week. So give me one moment. Okay, I've calculated the math, and this week we lost a net of $60 on SPY, and we had a gain of $785 trading SPX. There is no question in my mind where you get more bang for your buck on SPX 0 DTE to expiration. Now, this overall week was a net profit of $725. I had three losers, no, two losers on SPY this week, and I had all 5 of the days that I traded on SPX were winners this week. So there you have it. I still have a few more weeks, maybe another 10 days, couple more weeks on the actual data set on SPX before I come up with some type of trading program or rules that I have for using the SPX. But right now, I think my focus should be more on the SPX. I just got to figure out where I'm going to set a stop, because I'm going to have to set a stop if we're going to make this thing just a strictly probability trading style and philosophy. You're not going to win every trade. That's why we need to trade like the casinos and just trade on a series of trades basis instead of a trade by trade basis. So anyway, have a good week, and hopefully next week we'll make some more money.